War Eagle, everybody, we are here. The War Report at halftime. Auburn is leading by 8 points. It doesn't feel like it, but hey, let's get into talking about it. Click like and subscribe on the YouTube. We're gonna get you over there on the IG at Twitter. IG and Twitter at the War Report or TikTok at TW Report. I don't even know why I keep putting those social media things up because we ain't been posting nothing to them. We just got them out there for GP, but whatever. We'll do better at some point in time in life. Let's talk about this game, fellas. All right.
What
Scoring
game?
opportunities that have happened. Yes, Caesar said he's doing self-care Saturday, so he's stopping himself from having to experience the pain of watching poor football, which is what we've seen for the majority of this first half by both teams. I text a message to everybody. I was like, "Is there a record for the number of penalty yardage in amount of penalty yardage in the game? Because it feels like we are on our way to it."
I don't know if there is, but
But so scores that have happened: we got a blocked punt for a touchdown. We had a field goal. We had a run by Bo Nix for a touchdown, and then we had another field goal. Right? We gave up two touchdowns on pretty long drives. Like they drove the field on us the two times that they scored. We have not turned the ball over yet, thankfully, and they've not given up. Wait a minute, did they fumble? Nah, they didn't fumble in this game. Anyway, so far, and Mike Hicks says should be 24-0 or 24-6. I don't disagree with that assessment.
Did I freeze up on us?
yeah, I think you did. I thought it was all of us. I couldn't tell. But
Yeah, I think he froze up.
Jay, what you
Take,
see?
uh, I'm telling you, man, it was self-care Saturday for me. I missed much of this first half of foolishness just in time to see them figure out our defense and roll up 14 points.
Yeah, yeah. I was encouraged up 17-0, and then one of the drives they earned, the other one they definitely should have got flagged for that long pass because he pushed off like hell on that one. But
Yeah.
it's a little discouraging when you think you got them in pocket and you should start leaning on them, and instead of leaning on them, they start coming back. I really thought we was about to start running it up and get
Run,
comfortable, and here we
run
go,
away.
giving
My
up
bad,
two
guys. I had
touchdowns.
my internet dropped out just kind of randomly. It felt like Gus Malzahn was running the internet service. Anyway, um, yeah.
That's what
So
happens. That's what
what
happens when he runs an internet.
what I was saying was we're blitzing a lot on defense right now, um, and that's causing them to just get a lot of screens and a lot of
Yeah.
short passes that are going to be for big completions because the linebackers aren't there. They're vacating the area and they're just throwing a screen right behind it. And that's really the only reason that they're moving the ball. They're running the ball okay, but outside of that, it's a bunch of screenplays that's killing us. So I expect an adjustment defensively. I don't know what that's going to mean for our ability to actually stop the run because the linebackers will now be in responsibility for a running back. Um, and I don't understand really fully. Oh, what I was about to say is one of the commentators made a comment. They asked Kevin Steele who was the best pass rusher on our team, and he mentioned linebackers. That is not good.
That's
That's
not good.
not good that the people who rush the pass the best are linebackers. It needs to be a first level guy off the edge or an interior lineman
Up
who's
the
just
middle,
really
yeah.
good. Yeah.
Somebody from the line.
Nobody on the defensive line is a better pass rusher than a linebacker coming on a blitz. That's bad.
It shows.
Um, Things that let me know Gus Malzahn has had a heavy hand in either the game planning or the play calling this game. Keontae said one of it, the return of the Wildcat. We have seen the Wildcat three times already. Now
Sugar huddle.
Pegues, I will say, is nimble for a big dude. He hit that
Yes,
spin
he
move.
is.
I was like, what? And then he hurdled the
I
dude. I
was
was like, wait a
surprised,
minute,
cuz.
bro. What is going on? So I know he played running back and Wildcat quarterback in high school, and it's high school. He's bigger than everybody, whatever. But no, he's
Yeah,
he's an athlete,
yeah,
which
for
Yeah.
real.
lets me know we're not using him right. He should be
We
touching the ball more often.
Well, he's actually touching the ball a pretty good bit for somebody who's a true freshman. So is Tank, which lets me know
No,
we don't have
Tank
better
no,
options. No,
Tank
Tank
no.
is the truth. Tank is the truth. But in what year? Tell me this: in what year would a true freshman even see the field?
Well, so
Well, that's just a
to be
reflection
fair,
of how poorly we've been recruiting at that position
to,
for
to be
a freshman to
fair,
come in.
the guy who was supposed to start this year left the team. Shivers was slated to get the majority of the carries, and he got hurt. DJ Williams was the next up guy. he's hurt. So Tank is seeing the field as a result of transfers or people being
And
off
injuries.
the team and injuries. It's not just because he's a freshman. Now I'm glad about it because the boy is out there beasting, but that's not why he's seeing the field because we don't have talent. It's because the depth chart's getting depleted, and we still haven't seen Mark Anthony Richards. In 2 years, Mark Anthony Richards has not touched the football field.
And
And then
as
what's
is the
the other
case
boy?
with most of Gus's best decisions, it's because he has to. Tank is on the
Correct.
field because he has to be. Because if he had more
Right.
experience, if Booby was in front of him and Shivers was healthy and DJ Williams was healthy, I don't think we would have seen Tank.
Tank would have been redshirted this year 9 times out of 10 if all of
Right.
that had happened.
But turns out
Um,
he's a better back because he's actually getting to see the field.
yeah, and now
And he's making the most of it.
other things that let me know this is a Gus Malzahn offense. The return of the sugar huddle. You mentioned that earlier. Yeah, Harold Joyner's transferring. Keontae just said that. The return of the sugar huddle this game. We have not seen that up until today's game. Gus fingerprint all over that. The other thing is it's all read option. Like literally every single play is coming out of a read option look. There is no drop back passing. There's no and all but like 3 passes that have been thrown have been horizontal. There's very few vertical passes that are actually happening in this game. So and all 3 of them I think have gone to Seth. One of them almost got intercepted because Bodniks threw the ball low and behind or low
Yep.
and to behind him. Yeah. The other one was a completion to Seth deep down the left side, and the last one was the touchdown where Seth pretty much mistimed his jump because
He did.
had he jumped properly, he probably would have scored. He probably was tired though because he's just not. Seth doesn't seem to be the best in shape guy. Like he
Well,
seems to get tired really easily, and he's
yeah.
kind of fragile. He's like slim bodied.
He got hurt last week when he was
Mhm.
laying out for a ball and he landed on his ribs, and he's been wincing every play I've seen him since then. So he's not 100%.
Same
They
thing
got him out
happens
there.
every year though. Like
Yeah.
last year,
Yeah.
his shoulder was hurting him all season because he's
Mhm.
he's an effort guy. I'm not questioning his effort. I'm questioning his ability to stay healthy.
Well, no,
So
I'm questioning an ability for the quarterback to get him the ball in better spots so they don't have to sacrifice
no,
the
for
body.
sure, that's a 100% problem. But
Yeah.
yeah, we've documented that well. But the defense doesn't look good, man. They've gotten sacks this game, but they've been coverage sacks for the most part. Like situations where
Which
Felipe Franks has been down the field looking, nobody's open, so somebody eventually gets to him. But they don't look good. They are not dominating the line of scrimmage, defensive line. The linebackers are having to blitz a lot to get pressure, and the defensive backfield has had a few busts. The defensive backfield, honestly, is the best thing about this defense right now.
Yeah, it is.
clearly.
They're downhill. They're making tackles pretty sure-handed. I don't know, man. We don't look terrible. We definitely don't look dominant, and that scares me in a close game in a wet field. Defense, D line staying low, driving with legs. Last game looked like Pee Wee football. Hit a guy and stand up. It's an improvement. I'll have to agree with that. I'll agree we're playing better this week, but I question whether or not we're playing better against a bad team or we're playing better because they're playing better, right? Like if the
Right.
talent level's not as good, then you're going to look better against it.
Yeah.
So it's definitely an improvement because last week they would have already been over 100 yards rushing, which we are for the first time over 100 yards rushing in a game by a single person. Tank Williams is already over 100 yards rushing in the first half of this game.
Mm-hmm.
Tank Bigsby, excuse me. DJ Williams is probably like 40 or 50 yards. I'm not even looking at stats right now.
I'm happy for the O line.
I
If
am
nothing
too.
else, like they're starting.
Now,
That helps them.
Talk about an improvement. The offensive line is really moving them off the ball, and I will actually give them credit for this because Arkansas has actually looked good against the run so far this year, and our
Right.
offensive line is really blocking it up pretty well. And a lot of it is like their tackle. Oh my God, Arkansas has been terrible tackling. Like,
Yeah.
But our running backs are getting to the second level.
correct,
Right.
and that's the thing that has not been the same prior to now is second level runs and let
Right.
those guys with that athletic ability say, okay, one on one in the hole, me and you, I'm gonna win, and we're winning a lot of those opportunities.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Definitely looking forward to, as Keontae says, the halftime adjustments by the defense with Kevin Steele. He realizes how they're trying to attack with that pressure. He just needs to be a little bit better. We need to be a little bit better about recognizing how they're trying to attack us. Arkansas, so much improvement still to be determined. Upsets today, we're going to be in trouble. That's the thing I said before the game started. Like, I was like, man, people getting upset left and right, man. I don't feel good. I got a little, my stomach hurt.
But realistically, though, are were they really upsets? We're just finding out. I mean, they are upsets by the ranking.
Yeah, they are.
Because
Florida
Georgia looks
were,
like they're about to get beat right now.
but we were all questioning:
Oh,
is
Georgia.
Tennessee actually just better? Like we were considering that. Are they just better than they were? And are
I
we?
don't want them
Is
to be better
Georgia
because we
that
still
much
got to
better?
play them.
Hey, well, it was gonna come out in the wash anyway. Whether we know this week when they play in Georgia or when we play Tennessee and we get mollywopped, we was gonna find out one way or another.
No, I just want them to be not good, bro. Like, I need everybody to stop being good the year they play us.
No, I need
Because
them to be good, but we beat them. That's what I need.
I don't. I just want to win.
I
don't
need
care.
Felipe Franks to start playing bad like he does against everybody
Yeah,
else.
man, he owe us 2 turnovers.
Yeah,
Well, our turnovers there.
Felipe Franks has looked decent so far.
Goodness gracious.
He's holding the ball a little bit too long in the pocket.
Yeah.
But he hasn't looked bad. He hasn't made any like what was that type of throws in the rain,
Yeah.
which is inexplicable. But both teams are like really reluctant to throw the football right now.
Right.
Texas A&M and Tennessee looking like L's for us, man. I don't want to talk about.
Oh no, I think we're gonna beat Texas A&M. I think that was Jimbo's one, and Florida was a little overrated. So
I'm so glad Mike ain't on this halftime show right now.
that's right.
'Cause
So
that's
he can't
all
gloat
we would
because
hear.
later I don't want to hear it.
He's gonna talk about it in the post.
No, you gonna hear it eventually.
Yeah, I know it. I know it.
He's gonna definitely talk about it. But look, I'm already halfway right on my LSU prediction. They've got
You was
2
right.
L's. I said they was gonna lose.
But they're not by teams you
No,
all the teams you thought they would be.
were gonna lose.
I thought they'd be 5-5. So yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, so all the teams I thought that they would lose to, they haven't played them yet. So yeah, I don't know. This is an interesting start to the season so far. What are we looking for as keys for coming out here in the second half? We get the ball first, right?
Yeah, they deferred.
I would like to see us stop the hemorrhaging defensively and get some stops on defense to get the ball back to the offense. I would like to see them establish Bo a little bit in confidence in terms of hitting short throws, but I've been wishing for a lot this year.
Not throws to the sideline like he's missed
No.
some pretty simple throws already today. Like the Schwartz one that was almost a lateral was a bad throw on his part. The very next play they tried to run a screen to Bigsby. That was a bad throw. He underthrew the route that should have been a touchdown to Seth. That was an underthrown ball. He put way too much air underneath that. He almost one-hopped it to Seth on the one that he did catch out there on the side. I'm just like, man, you are just not. You ain't got it together. Like, you're not pulling it together to make anybody believe that you are a threat to throw the football. And Arkansas probably is going to realize that and just start coming downhill against the run. Also,
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. They have to establish him this game in terms of throwing the football, because if I'm Arkansas, I'm stacking the box.
Yeah. I don't see why. I have no idea why they hadn't done it to this point already.
Right.
Like, there's literally no reason for you to fear Bo Nix throwing the football at all right now. He doesn't have the confidence. The offense clearly doesn't have the confidence in him to call the plays for him to do that. And then, we're jet sweeping inside the red zone. Like, I didn't understand that call. Somebody help me understand how you've been running downhill so well all game and 3 straight plays inside the 10-yard line. It's a pass play, another poorly designed run play, and a jet sweep. Why is that the call?
Because it's the same coaching staff that ran Bo Nix twice in the game against Georgia inside the 10.
I don't get it. I could understand situations where we're not running the ball well. I even get a read option look where Bo has the decision to pull it if he sees available, which 9 times out of 10 he's just going to pull it because for some reason he plays hero ball. But I just don't even understand the play design that happened. I would have rather seen them put Pegues in there on a Wildcat, honestly, than that crap.
So before we get out of here, is it safe to say we can give up on seeing a Chad Morris offense this year?
We need a QB, man. We need a QB, and all we're gonna be seeing is Gus and or Chad trying to protect Bo Nix from looking as bad as he is, every time we get on the field. So we can hang up the idea that we're going to see some progress, or that the idea that we're going to see anything other than what we had been seeing for the last year and 2 games. This is what we're going to have, apparently, until they bench him, or, and God forbid, I don't want this to happen unless he got hurt, and we will see what else we had. But those are the only 2 circumstances. So no, I don't think so, because he's been unbelievably sturdy for somebody who was mediocre. Sean White couldn't stay on the field, and he was actually okay. He actually made decent decisions. He just had a noodle arm. Bo Nix, bonehead play all across the board, and he just cannot get hurt. He ain't sprained the ankle with all this running, nothing. Golly, man.
Yeah, we definitely don't wish any bad or ill will on Bo Nix, but we want to see our offense be more productive. So hopefully in the second half, after Arkansas puts 13 guys in the box, they'll find some additional guys that aren't even supposed to be on the field to be in the box. Apparently, this game, that's how we're playing. And they're going to have to throw the ball, and we'll see what comes of that. Hopefully, Bo Nix will step up to the challenge. All right, guys, let's get back to this second half here in just a minute. As always, we are the War Report on everything that is Instagram, Twitter. You can check us out on YouTube, The War Report. Like and subscribe over there. TikTok, TW Report. We will holler at you post-game, hopefully feeling good about a win, but grimacing over how ugly it was. Until then, War Eagle.
War Eagle.
There we go.